Well, day one of the Victorian government's trade mission to China was all about the arts. 10 reporter Melanie Davies is in Beijing, where a new partnership's been formed between the National Gallery of Victoria and the Palace Museum.
After more than 14 hours in transit, it was Ted Value's first official duty, and he was welcomed by little Chinese princesses. All orphans after the Sichuan earthquake, adopted by Madame Dong and now part of her choir.
For Matthew, and the sky's the limit for talented people who are prepared to stand behind their dreams and reach out to the world.
And they made quite an impression. Their faces lit up not only by Ted Value, but also by a Victorian artist who's made it big in China. His work and other items from the Palace Museum will be displayed at Melbourne's NGV, part of a new partnership.
You have to come here and live here and build the friendships and the relationships in China.
Matthew Jocelyn is one of the first artists to display work here at the Forbidden City, and after a conversation with the Premier this morning, it seems he's set to light up buildings not only back home, but around the world.
It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Australian Embassy to celebrate the launch of Beijing Green for Beijing Design Week. It is an inspiration this evening to be standing in the midst of this powerful vision, Beijing Green. A city-wide art installation produced for the people of Beijing by Australian artist Matthew Jocelyn. Beijing Green paints China's capital green with the latest 3D LED technology. In doing so, this installation not only provides a voice to the environmental issues facing this city, but helps us all think about what we can do to create a greener world, a healthy environment, and a more sustainable future for generations to come. Please join me in officially launching Beijing Green and being inspired to action by this beautiful vision of a greener world.
Finally, it is my great pleasure to introduce the CEO of TNG, Creative Director of Beijing Green, Mr. Matthew Jocelyn.
Hi, good evening. I'm Matthew, and I'd like to welcome you all here today. I'm welcoming you here. We've got about 158 volunteers who've worked with us to put this event together. We're all very excited to be here tonight inside the Australian Embassy. It's like going home. And I'd like to thank the Ambassador for opening the Australian Embassy doors. Beijing Green is a dream. The dream is to paint Beijing green with technology as a metaphor and using art and environment to develop a medium. Next year we're going to attempt to illuminate Taiyan, Tiantan, Titan, Yuetan, and the Great Wall of China, and bring one big festival of green and celebrate the beautiful community that is Beijing.